Outplacement. Today's Chalk Talk. From Wikipedia. The term outplacement was coined more than 30 years ago by the founder of a New York-based career consultancy. With the increased rates of downsizing, right-sizing, redundancies, and layoffs, particularly during the 1980s and 1990s, businesses increasingly found a need for some form of assistance in reducing the trauma of redundancy for both departing employees and those who remain. Outplacement firms can be very large. Some have international reach. You'd bet their websites would be exceptionally well thought and executed. And you'd be half right. Welcome to the ChallengerGray and Christmas website. According to them, they are the nation's first, oldest, and premier outplacement consulting organization. First thing I noticed was how understated the site is. This would be on purpose. Outplacement is jarring enough without your outplacement firm carrying on like a bad used car dealership. We've outplaced millions for pennies on the dollar, or some such nonsense. However, understated is one thing. Weird to look at is another. The nation's premier outplacement consulting organization doesn't appear to get its home pages more than just a little bit odd. Well, let's see if they have a blog. Yep. But the blog is weird too. It seems to be filled with nothing but clips from news programs where the company has appeared, even if the clip is far too brief and out of context. In one of them, John Challenger, CEO, simply announces jobs numbers for about 10 seconds, then the clip is over. What exactly is a potential client or outplaced person supposed to glean from that? It does make sense from an industry visibility point of view. The company the news organizations turn to must know its stuff. Except it appears they don't understand the power of communicating directly with their constituents. News reports about jobs numbers don't help companies that need to make huge changes or the people that will suffer under those changes. The blog should contain some case studies and reactions from both companies and outplaced individuals. They don't need to name names, just tell the stories. By the way, this is the only place on the site where you'll see any video, which is especially troubling when you see the volume of small text behind the curtain. I nearly laughed out loud when I went to find out more about the company and was greeted with their Our Programs page. Yep, something as fundamental as a link that tells people about your company is wrong. I found a similar problem in the executive coaching page. When I clicked on Who Are We?, I was sent to Lessons Learned. Who's in charge over there, Mickey Mouse? No, Disney would get this right. Perhaps their web staff consists of cast-offs from Enron or AOL, or worse. They've used an expensive, incompetent Chicago advertising agency to handle their web presence. Is it me, or are big ad agencies simply too old media to do websites right? The site has a consistent look, and it makes sense visually until you get to this. Jarring, isn't it? Wow, you'd expect a premier company to have a better web presence. Remember when I suggested that if you bet this website would be well thought out and executed, you'd be half right? I take it back. This thing's a mess. They should fire whoever is running it and hire any 14-year-old off the street. At least that kid'll get the links right. Thanks for watching. If you have thoughts or comments, please don't hesitate to leave a message on the blog or drop a line to the email address on the screen. Now get out and do something.